Hello student, today I am going to solve Nios 302 English question paper set A, B and C of April 2022. Maximum marks is 100 and passing marks is 30. Time duration is 3 hours. Attempt all questions from section A and only one option from section B. See link at description for solved question paper of February 2021 and November 2021. Section A 1. Read the stack below and answer the questions that follow. A. Tembu, who was 12, did not always sleep with his father at the station, for he had also to help in the home, where his mother and small sister were usually alone. They lived in a small tribal village on the outskirts of the forest, about 3 miles from the station. Their small rice fields did not provide them with more than a bare living, and Baldev considered himself lucky to have got the job of Khalasi at this small wayside signal stop. 1. Why could not Tembu sleep with his father at the station? Because Tembu had to help his mother and sister in the home. 2. Where did Baldev's family live? In the outskirts of forest about 3 miles from the station. 3. Why did Baldev consider himself lucky? Because he got the job of Khalasi. 4. Pick out the words from the extracts which are similar in meaning to the following expressions. A group of people living together, sharing the same language, tribal. Something which is uncovered, bare. In Chennai, at the Center for Wind Energy Technology, research is done to check out various wind sites where wind energy can be tapped, and wind turbines of various sizes are checked to see if they are delivering what they promised to do. Wind energy is also evident in many parts of India, from Gujarat, Andhra Pradesh, and Kerala to the hilly regions in Maharashtra. 1. Where is the research being done to check out various wind sites? At the Center for Wind Energy Technology in Chennai. 2. Why are wind turbines of various sizes checked? To see if they are delivering what they promise to do. 3. Mention any one of the states in the stack where wind energy is evident. Gujarat. 4. Pick out the words from the extracts which are similar in meaning to the following expressions. The process of solving problem and finding facts. Research. Available in large quantity. Evident. B. At last he heard of Dr. R.M. Haldar, principal of Dadar School for the Blind in Bombay. My father wrote to him asking for advice. Dr. Haldar showed unusual interest in my case and promised to take special care and personal responsibility for me if I were sent to his school. Note: my father means Ved's father. 1. What did Ved's father hear about Dr. Haldar, principal of Dadar School for the Blind? 2. What did Ved's father write a letter to Dr. Haldar to ask for advice? 3. What promise did Dr. Haldar ensure to Ved's father? To take special care and personal responsibility of Ved. 4. Pick out the words from the extracts which are similar in meaning to the following expressions: unable to see, blind, not commonly occurring, unusual, or coming alongside. Dr. Benson stopped and invited the man to ride. The man got in. Are you going for? Asked the doctor. I am going all the way to Detroit, said the man, a rather thin man with small black eyes filled with tears from the wind. Could you give me a cigarette? 1. Why did Dr. Benson stop alongside to invite the man to ride? 2. Where was the man going? Detroit. 3. What did the man ask Dr. Benson to give? Cigarette. 4. Pick out the words from the extract which are similar in meaning to the following expressions: at the same time, alongside, to a certain extent, rather. 2. Answer any three of the following questions in about 30 to 40 words each. A. What did Gavaskar like to do whenever he went to his uncle's house? My first steps. Gavaskar. used to take out his uncle's pullovers and cares them with a sense of longing, showing that he admired his uncle for being on the Indian team. B. How did Ved's mother try to test him? My son will not a beggar be. Ved's mother used to shake her hand before him so that myriads of pores next to, below, and above his ears could feel her hand even when it was a foot away. She also wanted him to tell her whether the light was on or off by listening to the click sound of the switch. C. What did the intruder plan to do as Vincent Charles Gerard if I were you? The intruder planned to live as Gerard in his cottage after murdering him. Since he looked like Gerard, he would dress and talk like him so that no one would catch him. D. What duty did Baldev do at the station? The tiger in the tunnel. Baldev was responsible for signaling whether or not the tunnel was clear of obstruction. At night, his duty is to see the lamp was burning and overland mail passed through safely. 3. Read the extract and answer the questions that follow. There is a house now far away where once I received love, that woman died. The house withdrew into silence, snakes moved among books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. How often I think of going. My grandmother's house. 1. How did the house look after the death of the grandmother? The house withdrew into silence and snakes moved among books. 2. Why was the poet not able to read the books? Because he was too young. 3. What did the poet feel whenever he thinks of going to his house? His blood turned cold like the moon. Or, where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where the mind is without fear. 1. What is meant by mind is without fear? People should be fearless and self respecting. 2. What did the poet pray for his countrymen? His countrymen should be free from fear of oppression and their head to be held high. 3. What does the poet mean by narrow domestic walls? Ideas which are petty and narrow minded. 4. Answer the following in about 60 words. How did Gavaskar behave during matches played in his childhood days? My first steps. Gavaskar wanted to become a batsman and he hated losing his wicket. This became such an obsession with him that if the rest of the boys ever got him out, he would fight and eventually walk home with the bat and the ball. This would bring the game to an abrupt end since nobody else had a ball or bat. Or, what changes did Nehru want among the people of India? India, her past and future. India to advance on the material plane to fulfill 5-year plans to raise the standard of living of her vast population, to seize the narrow conflict of today in the name of religion or caste, language or province, a classless and casteless society to be built up where every individual has full opportunity to grow according to his worth and ability. 5. Read the passage below and answer the questions that follow. Papaya is a healthy fruit with a list of properties that is long and exhaustive. You can munch on it as a salad, have it cooked or boiled, or just drink it up as milkshake or juices. Papaya has many virtues that can contribute to our good health. The most important of these virtues is the protein digestive enzyme it has. The enzyme is similar to pepsin in its digestive action and is said to be so powerful that it can digest 200 times its own weight in protein. It assists the body in assimilating the maximum nutritional value from food to provide energy and body building material. Pepin in raw papaya make up for the deficiency of gastric juice and fights excess of unhealthy mucus in the stomach and intestinal irritation. The ripe fruit eaten regularly corrects habitual constipation, bleeding piles, and chronic diarrhea. The juice of the papaya seeds also assist in the above mentioned elements. Papaya juice, used as a cosmetic, removes freckles or brown spot due to exposure to sunlight. Arid makes the skin smooth and delicate. A paste of papaya seeds is applied in skin diseases like those caused by ringworm. The black seed of the papaya are highly beneficial in the treatment of cirrhosis of the liver caused by alcoholism, malnutrition, etc. A tablespoonful of its juice combined with a hint of fresh lime juice should be consumed once or twice daily for a month. 1. Mention some of the properties that papaya fruit has. Healthy fruit can be eaten as salad, cooked or boiled, drink as milkshakes or juices. It has protein, digestive enzyme. 2. How is raw papaya useful to us? Raw papaya makes up for the deficiency of gastric juice and fights excess of unhealthy mucus in the stomach and intestinal irritation. 3. What benefit do we get if you consume ripe papaya regularly? Corrects habitual constipation, bleeding piles, and chronic diarrhea. 4. Why do we use the black seeds of papaya? The black seeds of the papaya are highly beneficial in the treatment of cirrhosis of the caused by alcoholism, malnutrition, etc. 6. Read the passage and answer the questions that follow. Climate change will have serious implications as numerous adverse impacts are expected in terms of access to clean water, food, and ecosystem resources. By 2020, it is feared that in some African countries, yield from rain-fed agriculture could be reduced by up to 50%. Climate change is also likely to lead to some irreversible impacts on biodiversity. However, it is within the reach of human society to meet these threats. We have to adapt to climate change. It requires investment in storm protection and water supply infrastructures as well as community health services. Bringing changes in lifestyle is an important part of mitigation measures. Greater cooperative efforts are required by both developed and developing nations to stop emission of greenhouse gases. The youth of today have a huge responsibility towards creating a bright future and they obviously have a stake in it. They must pursue knowledge by which economic progress can take place without changing the environment. 1. What are the serious implications caused by climate change? Access to clean water, food, and ecosystem resources will be affected. 2. What is feared to happen in some of South African countries by 2020? Rain-fed agriculture could be reduced by up to 50%. 3. What does climate change likely to lead? Irreversible impact on biodiversity. 4. Mention some of the areas where we need to adapt to climate change. Investment in storm protection and water supply infrastructures as well as community health services. 5. What huge responsibility do the youth of today have? To create a bright future and to pursue knowledge by which economic progress can take place without changing the environment. 7. Read the passage below and complete the statements that follow. As civilization proceeds in the direction of technology, it passes the point of supplying all the basic essentials of life: food, shelter, clothes, and warmth. Then we are faced with a choice between using technology to provide and fulfill needs which have hitherto been regarded as unnecessary, or on the other hand, using technology to reduce the number of hours of work which a man must do in order to earn a given standard of living. In other words, we either raise our standard of living above that necessary for comfort and happiness, or we leave it at this level and work shorter hours. I shall take it as axiomatic the mankind has by the time choose the later alternative, men will be working shorter and shorter hour in their paid employment. It follows that the housewife will also expect to be able to have more leisure in her life without lowering her standard of living. It also follows that human domestic servant will have completely ceased to exist, yet the great majority of the housewives will wish to be relieved completely from the routine operations of the home, such as scrubbing the floor or the bath or the cooker or washing the clothes or washing up or dusting or sweeping or making beds. 1. As civilization proceeds in the direction of technology, it passes the point of supplying all the basic essential of life: food, shelter, clothes, and warmth. 2. I shall take it as axiomatic that mankind has by that time choose the latter alternative. 3. Men will be working shorter and shorter hours in their paid employment. 4. It also follows that human domestic servants will have completely ceased to exist. 8. Read the passage below and make summary in about 100 words. Kangaroos are found in Australia. Kangaroos are as small as rat or big as man. Kangaroos are capable of speeding up to 88 km per hour and jump of 9 inch. Weighing 70 kg, average lifespan 6 to 8 years and a maximum lifetime of 20 years. Kangaroos kick their adversary with their clawed hind feet. They alert other kangaroos to danger by beating on the ground with their hind feet. The tail holds kangaroos in balance and supports. The kangaroo uses its short leg as arm. With them it scratches, cleans and holds. Kangaroos are marsupials and the females carry newborn in a pouch in front of their abdomens. Kangaroos take naps in the afternoon and do gazing at night. Kangaroos drool and lick saliva all over their faces and bodies to cool down. 9. Fill in the blanks in the following sentences with prepositions. The man went to the doctor's clinic at St. Street. Dr. John put stethoscope on his chest and diagnosed thoroughly. He said that the man is suffering from viral fever. The doctor prescribed medicines for 5 days. 10. Combine the following pairs of sentences using connectors given against each pair. A. 1. I have a friend who. 2. She lives in London. I have a friend who lives in London. B. 1. This is the place where. 2. I lost my purse yesterday. This is the place where I lost my purse yesterday. C. 1. My friend came to my house while. 2. I was sleeping. My friend came to my house while I was sleeping. D. 1. I returned from the school when. 2. The school was over. I returned from the school when it was over. See link at description for solved question paper of February 2021 and November 2021. 11. Fill in the blanks with correct form of the verb. A. The girl goes to the college every day. B. He had been to the city yesterday. C. Children carry books in their bags. 12. Report the following conversation in indirect speech. The man, where are you going? The girl, I am going to Kashmir on trip. The man, are you going alone? The girl, no, I am going with my father. The man, I wish you a happy journey. The man asked the girl where she was going. The girl told him that she was going to Kashmir on trip. The man inquired her if she was going alone. The girl replied negatively that she was not going alone and added that she was going with her father. The man wished her a happy journey. 13. Write a paragraph of about 100 words on any one of the topics given below. A. Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. B. Use of mobiles. C. Securing first rank in the last board exam. Search on Google. 14. Write a letter to the water supply board complaining about irregular supply of water in your locality. To the Chairman, the Municipal Commissioner, New Delhi. Sakur Basti, New Delhi. 12th March 2022. Subject: Irregular water supply timing in our locality. Dear Sir, we are the inhabitant of Sakur Basti. I would like to draw your kind attention to the irregular water supply in our locality. It has been more than 1 week since the water is not being supplied at proper time in our locality. The government has made a rule that water will be supplied on fixed times. However, there is no particular schedule in which water is available in our locality, which is extremely inconvenient and our routine of the day is disturbed. Kindly so it your humble request to you, please solve this problem as soon as possible. Thanking you, yours sincerely, Ram. 15. The following passage has 7 mistakes of spellings and other grammatical inaccuracies. Spot the errors and provide correct forms as shown below. One is done for you to serve as an example. Mars has seasons like the Earth. In fact, the season changes in Mars. There seems to be changes on its surface. The dark areas get stronger in the spring and summer, and the color changes from bluish green to yellow. 1. Season, seasons. There. Changes, changes. Surface, surface. Areas, area. Summer, summer. Yellow, yellow. 16. Read the following passage carefully. Makes note in points only, using appropriate headings and subheadings. Also use recognizable abbreviations. Effect of satellite TV on children. 1. Health problem among children. 1.1 Sleeping disorder. 1.2 Staying asleep. 1.3 Sleepy at daytime. 1.4 Effective normal daytime. 2. Watching cartoons are harmless. 2.1 Make children aggressive. 2.2 Hit out their playmates. 2.3 Disobey class rules. Section B. Note 1. Attempt any one of the two options. 2. Attempt all the questions from the same option. Option 1. 17. Mention any 4 items which should be kept on receptionist desk. 1. A telephone directory. 2. An index book of telephone numbers frequently used. 3. Names and addresses of hotels nearby. 4. Information about places of tourist interest and local sightseeing tours. 5. A railway timetable, flight schedules. 18. Why should a receptionist always remember? Courtesy and good manners, the prime are requirements of a receptionist's job. 19. What is a message form? A receptionist frequently needs these forms because, however good her memory may be, she may not remember all the messages which have to be passed on to different persons. She can conveniently note down the message on this form. 20. Write a short notes on the following. A. Register of callers. This is a register in which all the callers have to write their names, addresses, purpose of visit, date and time of arrival. If a caller represents a firm and has a visiting card, then his card can be attached to the register. B. Reservation voucher. Sometimes hotels send reservation vouchers instead of letter or reservation card after the booking has been confirmed. The guest shows his voucher at the reception when she comes to stay in at hotel. It also means that the guest has already paid the agent hotel for the room. C. Internal telephone directory. It is an extremely important document for the receptionist. It is a list with the extensions, numbers and names of all the employees arranged alphabetically. The receptionist should know all the extensions, numbers by heart, but the list should be always in front of her so as to avoid any mistake. The receptionist will constantly need to update this directory. 21. Write the message you would like to leave for a manager based on the following telephonic conversation. Amit, it is Lakeview Deluxe Hotel. Receptionist, yes sir, what can I do for you? Amit, could I speak to the manager? Receptionist, I am sorry, he is not in the hotel. Amit, I want to book the party hall on 19th October 2019. At the same ask him to arrange dinner for 150 guests. Receptionist, yes, surely. Please give your contact details. Amit, my name is Amit and my contact number is 9588. Receptionist, thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Write the message in the printed form used in your office. Message form 1 to manager from Amit. Time 3:15 p.m. Date 15/10/2019. Message, book party hall on 19th October 2019 and arrange dinner for 150 guests. Contact number 9588. Taken by Ram. Option 2 17. Write an email addresses to Jagdish Travel asking them to cancel your air tickets to Kolkata. From ram440 at the rate gmail.com to jagdesh123 at the rate gmail.com. Subject, to cancel air ticket. Good morning, sir. I have booked an air ticket to Kolkata from Jagdesh Travels. Sir, I want to cancel my air ticket because due to some personal problem I cannot go. Sir, I hope you will help me. Thank you, Ram. 18. What is a memo? Memo is an informal written or typed message to someone in the same office or organization, sent in place of a letter. 19. How do you prepare yourself before appearing for a face to face interview? Studying the company before the interview will create a good impression. Study yourself, know your strength, self assessment, plan your appearance, avoid gaudy, casual, or party wear. 20. Write a letter of inquiry for the delay in sending printed notebooks to Bhatia International School, Mumbai. You are the second divisional assistant of the school. Address the letter to RK Printers, Navi Mumbai. To the manager, RK Printers, Navi Mumbai, Bhatia International School, Mumbai. Date 10/4/2022. Subject, delay in sending printed notebooks. Sir, I am forced to show my utter displeasure at the undue delay in the delivery of notebooks. We had placed an order of notebooks 3 months ago. We would like to inquire you about the reasons for this inordinate delay. The academic year is about to end. We have to deliver notebook along with test books. If you deliver after new session started, it may hamper student studies as well as our school reputation. So kindly deliver notebooks as soon as possible. Thanking you, yours sincerely, Ram, second divisional assistant. 21. Read the following greetings and state if they are formal or informal. A. I hope this letter finds you in good health. Formal. B. Good morning. How are you? Formal. C. You are the person I was looking for. Informal. D. What a pleasant surprise. Informal. Uncommon question of set B. See link at description for solved question paper of February 2021 and November 2021. Section A. 1. Read the passage below and make summary in about 100 words. Iron merchant Krishnan going to a distant city on business for more than 6 months. He had ton of iron bars in his rented godown. To avoid loss, he tried to sell it, but no one wanted to buy them. Krishnan friend Gopal, a iron dealer, keep his iron bar in their godown. Krishnan thanked his friend Gopal for his kindness, sent him the iron and left the town with a light heart. 4. Fill in the blanks in the following sentences with appropriate passive form of the verbs given in brackets. In the year 2011, Cricket World Cup was held in India. 8 teams were qualified for the group stage matches. Tickets for all the matches were sold out in advance. 6. Write a paragraph of about 100 words on any one of the topics given below. A. 25th wedding anniversary, silver jubilee of my parents. B. Yoga is essential in life. C. Role of electronic media. Search on Google. 7. Write a letter to your father about your new paying guest. Write in details about the new atmosphere, roommates and other facilities provided. Uttam Nagar, New Delhi, 6th March 2022. Dear father, hi, I am fine. What about you? I think you are quite well. I like this PG very much. The PG is like home. Food is so tasty. My roommates are supporting and caring. One is from UP and other one is from Haryana. Honor of PG is kind of us. Convey my regards to all at home. Your lovingly Rahul. 8. The following passage has 7 mistakes of spellings and other grammatical inaccuracies. Spot the errors and provide correct forms as shown below. One is done for you to serve as an example. Exercise is beneficial in reducing anxiety and improving sleep, so you must build a habit of regular exercise. Brisk walking, swimming, jogging, aerobics are effective in keeping the heart healthy. Whenever possible, you should walk or circle to cover short distance. Build, exercise, swimming, aerobics, healthy, circle. Uncommon question of set C. 2. The following passage has 7 mistakes of spelling and other grammatical inaccuracies. Spot the errors and provide correct forms as shown below. One is done for you to serve as an example. Many species of bird migrate in winter to a warmer climate, but it is puzzling as to exactly how they find their way. Many birds follow coastline and are able to recognize landmark, for they have good eyesight. Scientists believe that some birds such as pigeon, ghouls and the manx shearwater use the sun or the stars as a compass on long trip. Migrate, warmer, puzzling, recognize, scientists, compass. 3. Write a letter to the commissioner of your city corporation complaining about irregular collection of garbage in your area. To the Commissioner, Municipal Corporation of Delhi, 16th March 2022. Krishna Apartment, Basant Bihari, Delhi. Subject: Irregular collection of garbage. Dear Sir, Madam, with due respect, I am residing at Krishna Apartment, Basant Bihar. I am writing this letter to bring in your concern the existing issue of garbage collection. The garbage collector assigned in this locality is irregular and never on one particular time. People tend to dump the waste at a corner, which gradually has become a mess in the locality, welcoming a completely new piles of problems. I request you to have a look at the present situation in the locality and arrange for a solution. Thanking you, yours sincerely, Ram. 4. Write a paragraph of about 100 words on any one of the topics given below. A. Securing gold medal in state level sports competition. B. Air pollution. C. Uses of computer. Search on Google. 7. Combine the following pairs of sentences using connectors given against each pair. A1. I have a large building in the city. 2. My friend runs a school. Where? I have a large building in the city where my friend runs a school. B1. I have a sister. 2. She is a volunteer in an NGO. Who? I have a sister who is a volunteer in an NGO. C1. He did the work. 2. Ram had arrived as soon as Ram arrived, he did the work. D1. He was awarded a scholarship. 2. He was in class 10 when he was awarded a scholarship when he was in class 10. 9. Read the passage below and make summary in about 100 words. Many animals communicate with each other, but no animals use words as we do. Smells, movements, and sounds are used for communication by animals. Human speech is a very complicated process which no animal can perform. We use a whole series of organs to produce the sounds we want to make when we utter words. Animals cannot produce a whole series of words to make a sentence. The use of words means the use of labels or symbols and then organizing them in a certain way to communicate something. This requires a degree of intelligence and logical thinking that no animals have, so they can not talk the way people do. See link at description for solved question paper of February 2021 and November 2021.